back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. If you like the mission, you resonate with the vision, and you find this content useful, please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. What is up? Welcome back, guys, to DeFi, Degen, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. Getting right into this is a little bit of clickbait and a stream of consciousness, but it came to me and I wanted to share with you guys. But before that, remember to like and comment what number and what like you were, so that you can be entered into the end of month big giveaway for Drip. I'll be taking a random person, read it in the description. I'm not gonna go through all that. So anyway, the whole point of this is, I saw that in my analytics, Shiba and XRP were quite popular, and it made me think, like, why are these cryptos popular? Why are people searching for them? And what do they have in common? And since I'm a Drip and farming channel for the Forex ecosystem, I was like, how does that relate to Drip? So if you are not familiar, or you're a Shiba fanboy or whatever, Shiba Inu is it's considered a meme coin, but what's interesting about it and why I think it always trends and gets a lot of hype is, for me, what I noticed, and it's kind of how I got introduced as well, it is literally like the de facto introduction into crypto. And what I mean by that is that people hear about it, Shiba and Doge, right? They hear about it, especially more so now Doge than Shiba because of Elon. But they hear about it and they end up seeing this price and they're like, whoa, I can buy like 10,000 of these for a super cheap price. So it ends up being this gateway, this gateway drug to crypto, because it's talked about, it trends a lot. There's a large Shiba Inu army, if you will, on Twitter and Reddit and everywhere else. So it's constantly being bounced around. And then when you hear it and then you do your own research, you go to Coinbase or wherever to buy it, and you're like, okay, cool, it's cheap. I can buy some of this, and I guess I'll just hold on to it. So it ends up being, for me, like a gateway. So it's an easy way for people to get indoctrinated into crypto. So it's gonna always be there. I don't know much about the utility or how much it's gonna cost or what it could be moon to or whatever the case may be. Full disclosure, I do own all three of these, Shiba, XRP, and Drip, but I just staked my Shiba and I don't really pay attention to the price at all. I don't know what it's worth. I don't care. But what I'm getting at is that there is some use case, and that's ultimately what drives all cryptos. Use case / utility and communities. So I just indicated that Shiba has a very strong community, and these guys are always making noise on all the socials. And they've also talked about some developments that they want to do with it, but I don't follow all that. But there is a lot of developers in Shiba trying to build like marketplace and NFTs and all this stuff. So they actually plan on doing things with it. So that means it has potential, but you have to hold it and sit around and wait for it to go up like most other cryptos. Now let's go to XRP. Now, XRP, you may not have heard about, and that's because this is more of a blue chip crypto in the sense that this is the gateway for big money, retail investors, not retail, big industry investors, capital, VCs, and all that. So if you're not familiar with XRP, XRP is basically trying to replace the legacy banking system, the way that we use the SWIFT banking system to transact and send money from one bank to another, like overseas. So they're trying to replace that, and because of that, they got a lot of eyes on them, specifically from the SEC. So the SEC, if you're not familiar, is the Security Exchange Commission in the US. Most countries have one, but the SEC and / Fed, for the Federal Reserve, are the ones that kind of dictate the pulse and temp of the markets globally. So you may not be a U.S. citizen and this may not apply to you, but what the U.S. does in regards to regulating crypto or whatever will send a tone out to other countries, and they'll make their decisions as well. So XRP has been under investigation and a lawsuit between the SEC and XRP, or Ripple Labs, which is the name of the company, for like the last, I don't know how many years, but it's been going on, keeps getting delayed. The long and short of this is that what they decide, be it to label XRP as a security or an asset, will dictate pretty much how all other cryptos will be labeled. So as of right now, Bitcoin kind of has a green light that most people believe the SEC will declare it as a asset, and all other cryptos will be labeled a security. Now, what does that mean for investors in the US? Well, there are tons of laws and rules that dictate what you can and can't do in securities, like insider trading and manipulation and price speculation and all this stuff. And technically, DeFi is a 100% insider trading. Like, for example, those of you in the Drip ecosystem, we are in the know about what Forex is developing and what's going on, and what he's going to be bringing out. So therefore, we can get in first before anyone else. And then there's whales and stuff that are in the DAO and all these other things, and learn about projects. So they're able to get in first. And in the traditional market, there's tons of rules that govern that, and what venture capitalists can do and how they do it and how much money you got to have. They say that it's to protect small investors, but really it's just to keep the rich richer. That's the honest opinion of mine of how the SEC works and how insider trading and all that stuff actually works. It's supposed to work for you, but it works against you. So long and short, XRP is super important, and why it trends so much, because it will, like I said, be the nail in the coffin for what the laws will come out going forward for all cryptos. So most people believe that it'll be labeled as a security. There will be a big fine that they'll pay, and then everything will move forward, and we'll start getting regulation rolling down the pipeline for all other cryptos once this case is settled. So that is super important, because that is, like I said, the gateway for everything else. So Shiba Inu is the gateway for people to just get in to start buying and selling crypto. And then XRP is the gateway for where the regulation will come in. So specifically for the US, but again, that will have a ripple effect out into the greater space. Now, what makes Drip so important? Oh, also, and so that's the utility, replacing the banking system. And they have a very, very strong community as well, the XRP army, if you watch any of BitBoy crypto channels. So next, let's look at Drip. Drip in and of itself is, in my opinion, kind of now the gateway for passive income DeFi. It's been around the longest. It hasn't been exploited, hasn't gone to zero as of this video, but you had stuff like Ohm and Wonderland and all these other ones, and Ohm Forks, all these other passive income plays that either dwindled to nothing or ceased to exist. And I think Drip is older than Ohm, if I'm not mistaken. I want to look that up real quick. Actually, I don't feel like looking that up. But anyway, I say that this is kind of the gateway to DeFi, because you're seeing all these other forks and things pop up, but other projects that don't have any kind of sustainability metrics in place won't last. So they'll just be fly-by-night projects, but you can see all of a sudden, like these protocols like Splassive and My Diamond Team and Piston Token. So it's taking what Forex made and then developing on top of it. So it becomes kind of the foundational layer. And Forex took this model from Bank Teller's Flow token and improved on it. So you could say Flow started, and I think actually there's one before Flow as well. But anyway, point being, this one has sustained itself longer than the others, and it's still here. And this is proven to have a very strong community as well. So the difference between Shiba, XRP, and Drip is that Drip is not a staking token. I'm sorry, not a staking token. It's not a hold token, not one that you just buy, hold, and hope for it to appreciate in price and then sell it. It actually has the utility in regards to generating you passive income when you stake it on the platform. XRP and Shiba has a staking platform as well, but it doesn't pay out like passive income rewards, and it's also on Ethereum mainnet and super expensive gas fees. But all I'm getting at is that all of these tokens to me signify like different gateways and pathways for introduction into crypto within their own right. So that to me lets you know that these projects will be around for a while. What they will do, we don't know, but we know that the whole global crypto adoption rate is like 10% of the population. So these, if they continue to trend even sideways, will continue to be like these kind of demarcation points for the additional population getting on board. And that can be good if you're in any of these projects, because like the traditional stock market, time in the market is better than timing. So when you look at XRP, if you had got in back here to 2014, 2013, it's up already 100x even at its low right now. So it's 100x from when you got in. Its high point was like 500x almost. I'm sorry, that would be 1000x. But same thing with Shiba. If you had got in with Shiba when it launched and had held or still holding now, the chart looks pretty good. You're up, it's like 300x from its original launch price. But what makes Drip again different is you're not buying it just to hold. So even though it is actually, according to this chart, it's down, but from its launch date, it's actually up only about 10x. So $20 now, but around $2 is what it launched at, somewhere between 2 and 3. I think it was the pre-sale. I don't remember exactly, but I believe that's what they said was 2 to 3, and it even got back down to touching that. So it's up 10x. So again, time in, and if you had held from its launch until now, then you definitely made gains, right? So time in the market works for all of these, but this one out of the other two I just showed you is the only one that is paying you passive rewards, meaning you don't have to sell your initial deposit because you're making more off of it. Whereas these, whatever you purchased, you have to sell it. Granted, you have to sell out all of your drip, but you're getting more drip over time. So just some gee whiz stream of consciousness kind of chatter for you guys. Reference these top 3, like I said, gateway cryptos in their own right. So I was just testing this out to see how the algorithm plays it with YouTube. So hope it provided some kind of value, just some insight in case you weren't familiar with Shiba or XRP. All right, guys, that is it for this one. Until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.